Good afternoon, everyone, and happy St. Patrick's Day. It is Vlad here at Pepsi Center live on March 17th, 2019. The Colorado Avalanche and their fourth and final game of their four-game homestand, welcoming in the New Jersey Devils to the Mile High City. Before we preview today's contest here on the Burgundy Rainbow pregame show, we will have a quick look back at Friday evening's contest against the Anaheim Ducks. We will preview the upcoming week that is facing our hometown heroes. We'll have live video of the pregame skate after all that and a few other things. So let's go ahead and get right down to it. On Friday evening, the Avalanche hosted the Anaheim Ducks in a rematch of their 2-1 loss to those same Ducks 2 weeks ago today, where they fell to the Ducks by a score of 2-1 in that contest. And in the contest 48 hours earlier, they fell to the Anaheim Ducks by a score of 5-3. Nathan McKinnon, Mikko Rantanen, and Sven Andrighetto getting the goals for the good guys in that contest. But it was not enough. The Avs go 1-2 on the homestand and have to break even today and get 2 huge points in order to have any shot whatsoever as to remaining relevant within the conversation for the wild card race. Right now, the winds of fortune are slowly blowing against the Avalanche and are picking up speed with every passing day. The scoreboard isn't being very kind to the Avs of late. Teams that are in front and behind the Avs are picking up points, and as we stand right now, the Avs currently sit in last place in the Central Division with a total of 72 points. They now trail the Chicago Blackhawks by 1 point, Minnesota by 4 points, and Dallas by a total of 7 points. Where does that put them in the wild card race? Good question. Let's find out. Currently, the wild card spots are occupied by Dallas in the number 1 spot and Arizona in the number 2 spot. Dallas has 79 points with 71 games played. Arizona 78 points with 72 games played. Minnesota is 2 points behind the Coyotes with 76, as I mentioned earlier, also 72 games played. Chicago is 5 points back of Arizona with 71 games played, so they have a game in hand on the Coyotes. They are tied with Dallas with games played. The Avs have a game in hand on the Coyotes with 72 points, but trailing the Avs right now are the Edmonton Oilers with 71 points, also 71 games played. And a stone's throw away, a Blarney Stone, if you will, are the Vancouver Canucks with 68 points. In yesterday evening's action, the Oilers defeated the Coyotes 3-2 in overtime, so that was a 3-point game, which was, for Avs fans and the team itself, worst-case scenario, as they needed one of those teams to not pick up points, and unfortunately it didn't go quite so well. Hey, Gregor Jens watching on the YouTube channel. Thanks for being here. Glad to have you with us. Also in yesterday's action, the St. Louis Blues picked up points, defeating the Pittsburgh Penguins by a score of 5-1. The Chicago Blackhawks shut out the Canadiens 2-0 yesterday. And the Minnesota Wild defeated the New York Rangers by a score of 5-2. So everybody picked up points. And for those interested in the tank race with the Ottawa Senators, they defeated the Maple Leafs by a score of 6-2, but the LA Kings managed to also stay ahead of the ahead of the Senators, albeit barely, even though they fell by a score of 4-3. If there was a saying for the Avs, if they didn't have any luck, they wouldn't have. If they didn't have bad luck, they wouldn't have any luck at all. And on what day for St. Patrick's Day? St. Patrick's Day, for them to get a little bit more of the luck of the good kind, because they are in desperate need of some. In other action around the league today, we have the St. Louis Blues facing the Buffalo Sabres. That is a 3 p.m. local start. We have the New York Islanders facing off against the Wild. That is a 4 p.m. local start. The Dallas Stars taking on the Vancouver Canucks. That is a 5 p.m. local start. And playing the Edmonton Oilers. That is a late game. That is an 8 p.m. local start. So if there was at any point that I would say that the Avs are now in must-win territory, it's now. After today's game, the Avs hit the road for 2 away games in Minnesota on Tuesday evening, in Dallas on Thursday evening, and then a home-and-home with the Chicago Blackhawks this coming weekend here at Pepsi Center on Saturday, at United Center in Chicago on Sunday. This week we will know one way or another if the Avs will be part of the postseason conversation or if they won't be. So it is quite literally March Madness time for the Avs to start putting their pedal to the metal and making some progress towards reaching that line of demarcation between the postseason and an early tea time. You can catch today's broadcast on altitude here in the Mile High City, or on NHL Game Center if you are outside of the Mile High City. Of course, we will have the video of the pregame skate coming up here momentarily. We will have a few other things coming up. We do not have the lineup at this time, so as per traditional Avs, they will be late in getting that to us. But we're going to go ahead and wrap things up right now here on the YouTube portion of the pregame show. And we will pick things up with the pregame skate here momentarily, so join me for that. And a couple of other things as the Avs prepare to take to the ice to face the New Jersey Devils. I am Vlad. Thank you for watching the YouTube portion of the Burgundy Rainbow pregame show, and I will be back momentarily with the pregame skate. Join me then, please, and